says 6:58, and another one that says 1:50.
Well, the computer hit 7 before my phone,
Yeah, I
but
didn't even
we are
check my
here.
phone.
We are
Yeah.
here.
So
Um, yeah, I think we have the format down tonight. Well, do we? We don't know who's
we about to
on
find
first.
out. It almost doesn't matter at this point.
Right? Who's on first? Who's on second?
I don't know. Whoever speaks up first. So
Ah. Oh
we'll
gosh.
just nominate Andrea when she comes back. How about that?
Exactly. She's the missing one. She's the missing link right now.
Yes, we voted. So she gets to start.
And it was a tie.
That's right. That's
We
right.
are going to have a good show about love and laughter. I'm looking forward
Yep.
to it.
Yep.
Need to laugh.
Yep. I did find the one thing I'm going to share. I'll just
Oh, good.
jump
Good, good, good,
into
good.
whatever you guys are talking about. So,
Okay, okay.
yep. It's my go-to every time I feel the need to laugh. So, I think
Really?
you'll enjoy it. Yes.
I've got to go to when I need to laugh too.
Well, I want to ask you why because because I'm nosy, but I guess we'll have to wait till the show starts, huh?
An episode of Martin.
Oh, really?
When I really want to laugh, it's an episode of Martin.
So I hear you have your own soundtrack tonight, huh?
Yes.
Your laugh track.
Vinaya, my daughter Vinaya, is going to join us a little bit to talk about my funny story. So
Oh, okay. Good.
yeah,
Good.
it's gonna be hilarious.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, are we going to go ahead and start the open and everything?
Yep, we're ready.
Let's go.
All right.
Roll 'em.
I know what makes you guys laugh. Sunday nights before Authors Up, whenever I get on
Roll 'em.
there. You guys have a great show. I'll be here.
Thank you, Alex.
All right.
Ever cut my clothes on? Right now.
Okay. So I guess Andrea isn't starting since she isn't back yet, but that's okay. We
Yes.
can, we can handle it. We're
Yes.
we're adults here. So, all right. So we are happy to be here tonight. Welcome everybody. Welcome
Welcome.
Facebook, SIBN, everyone, anyone who is listening. We welcome you to our show, Authors
Yeah.
Up. We feature first-time and established writers. We want you to share your books. Okay, so I am rusty at that. Victoria, help me.
That's okay. We welcome you and thank you for joining us tonight. Andrea will be back in just a moment. Here she goes.
Thank you. Okay, we were flubbing our way through this. So,
And we were just welcoming everyone in podcast land, everybody who watches on Facebook, SIBN, all that good stuff. And how are you ladies doing tonight? Welcome. It's good to see you.
Good to be seen.
yeah.
Amen.
Ruth, how you doing?
I'm doing well now. Yes, thank you. How are you?
I am awesome. Awesome.
Uh-oh. She's feeling so good. She gonna sing. Okay.
Oh no, wait.
We're
No.
gonna do that.
I know you did that just because tonight is going to be talking about laughter. you want an opportunity to laugh at me. Is that what's happening?
Come on,
We
sing.
will laugh
Sing a
with
little
you. How
chorus.
about that?
Come on, think of it. When I think of the goodness of Jesus. Come on. Ah,
I'll save my solo for later.
okay, darling.
Have you have you all done your weekend review?
No, we were about to do that.
Okay, all righty. Well, who was gonna go first? I know it wasn't me. So
Oh, we voted while you were gone.
We
oh
voted, and we were. It was a tie vote that you start.
okay. Well, hey everybody. Good evening from Authors Up. We are glad to have you in the house tonight. Hey, Paula Obi is there. I don't know whether you greeted some of the folk that were there or not, but and Linda
No,
is here and on the line, and Alan's going to put up any countries that drop in to see us tonight. We have an interesting topic tonight, and we're going to talk about life on the lighter side. And as you can tell, we have already begun.
yes,
This laughter is good medicine, and we are not in short supply of laughing, particularly at each other. So
right.
we're gonna start though by talking about the weekend review. And actually, I had just one thing that I wanted to mention because everybody knows by now that my week is still filled with preparation for Saturday. And by next Sunday, I will be able to say, oh, it was wonderful. And thank you all for coming.
All right.
Reading God's Glory is going to be on Saturday, and preparation is still in process for getting all of that together. But yesterday, I took a trip to Biltmore, the Biltmore Estates, and it was absolutely amazing. I had been before, but this time I think I paid attention
Well,
because there's so
always
much.
helps. I said that always helps.
Yes, it does. It does. I was so last time I went, it was Christmas time, and it was just so beautifully decorated and all of that. And I tried to go through the entire house as much as I could, just to see the rooms, and it's difficult for me to imagine people living that way, you know, with a
Right.
library with 23,000 books. And the fact that they said, I think he purchased 125,000 acres of land
Wow.
that when he bought it did not have a tree on it. Can you
Oh,
Wow.
imagine that everything that's there was planted, that they planted
Wow.
trees and all those gardens and all of those things. And so much of what is in that house, because it is a foundation of steel and concrete, and so much of what is in that house was there when they built it all those years ago. So we were on the elevator, which only takes two people at a time and goes like,
Oh my God.
but
Oh
it's
my goodness.
the original elevator
Elevator.
with the
Okay.
original mechanisms. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? So,
I can't believe you got on that.
well, I was already on it when she started telling the story.
that makes a difference.
So, with nowhere to go once the door was closed.
No.
But it was a wonderful trip, and God was so gracious because they had predicted nothing but rain and all these storms and all of that. We left, it wasn't raining. It rained when we were on the road. By the time we got to Asheville, it wasn't raining at all, and by the time we left,
Good.
the sun was out, and it was
Good.
a good trip and a good ride. So we had a good time. So that's my weekend review. I really enjoyed that.
Good.
Since you all voted, who did you all vote would be next?
You know what? We didn't do that vote.
You didn't
But I'll
vote.
go.
I understand.
My
I see
weekend
how
review
this
just
is rolling.
work. During the week. But yesterday I worked an event for my jewelry business, and that went okay. It went all right. I was there a good portion of yesterday, and we did get the storms. It was terrible, and I think that helped. The people didn't come. It was for the Rhoda Generation, which is a wonderful organization that mentors young women. And so I didn't feel bad. There was an investment to be a vendor, but it was for a good cause. And Rhoda Generation is definitely a good cause because the younger ladies were there volunteering. They helped us get our stuff from the car. They were doing their community service hours. So it was really fulfilling. And then I saw a lot of friends from church. So we just had a good time laughing and joking all day long. So it was really nice. I had a good time. Then I left there and went to a gender reveal for my niece is having a baby, and it's her second baby, and she has a boy already, and her boyfriend has 2 boys, and so we all wanted a girl, but it's a boy. And that was nice. It was really good to see some of my nieces and my nieces and nephews, and got another one coming. I was able to hold my other niece had a baby in February. I hadn't seen the baby yet, so just to hold the baby, it was so fulfilling, so beautiful. Just to know, look at these babies that I diapered, and now they have babies. And I am the older aunt. I am the oldest family member here in Durham. And so it was, Auntie, let me get you your plate, Auntie. And I was like, when did this happen? But it was so nice. So that was my weekend review. Just that feeling of love. And then to end the weekend with the church services today. It was just been an awesome weekend. And I am feeling happy and ready to laugh.
All right. All right. And Miss Ruth, what about you? What's your weekend review been up to?
Well, last week, I spent this week traveling as well. So getting to see more of North Carolina, which, I realized it looks a lot the same. Doesn't matter where you're going, east, west, or north, south. There's a lot of North Carolina that just looks the same. So it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's beautiful state, but it's just like, okay, I thought I saw that back there. Okay, I saw that 2 hours ago. Like, okay, cool. All right. So you put on the radio, you put on your playlist, you put on the audio books, which thankfully I was able to. I had enough to finish to get me home and be ready for book club this week. But I like the idea of traveling, but so much in such a small span,
It's
it
close.
makes you appreciate coming home and lying down in your own bed and going, this is good. I'm not in a hotel room that smells like soap, which is probably a
Right.
good thing.
Right.
So it was good. It was good. So, but to what you were saying, Victoria, it reminded me, I was talking to my sister, and I have several siblings. We have about 16 kids between us.
Okay.
And my younger sister let us know that her oldest daughter is pregnant. So I'm going to be a great aunt
Great aunt.
by the end of the year.
All right.
So, yeah. So she was, even though my niece is married, my sister was not as happy because her thing was, I wanted to wait until I was 50 to be a grandmother. I'm like, you're 46, you're fine. Close enough. Close enough. So, yeah. She also has like 7-year-old twins. So maybe in her mind, she's just like, it's
Are they
too
girls
close.
or boys?
One boy, one girl.
One boy.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, good news. So I'll let you know.
It is.
All
The
right.
family is expanding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
So that was my week.
okay. I didn't mean to cut you off, Ruth.
Mm-mm, you're good.
Good.
I'm done.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Lynn.
the word says a cheerful heart is good medicine. And tonight we want to talk a little bit about that cheerful heart. Hey, Lynn, good to have you tonight. Glad you joined us. We're going to talk about that. We need life on the lighter side sometimes.
Yep.
It can get just heavy duty. If you listen to the news at all, it just seems like one random act after another random act, and just people are not in good spaces, and sickness is doing what it does, and sometimes you need to take a breath, and within that breath, when you exhale, you need to be laughing when you do. You
Mhm.
just got to sometimes find some things that bring you joy and just make you laugh. And before we came on the air, I was asking Ruth and Victoria, when was the last time? And if anybody out there who wants to respond in the comment section, you can feel free to do that. But I was asking them, when was the last time you laughed? I mean, really, really laughed. Good evening, St. Thomas. Glad to have you in the house
Good
today.
evening.
Yes, yes. When is the last time you laughed? And do you remember why you laughed? I mean, just a, you know, turn over, tears running down your face laugh. Just a laugh. And Victoria had one immediately. Actually, she had two. And Paula or Linda or Lynn, and if you want to write something in the comment section, feel free.
Come on.
But she's got her daughter with her, I think. Vanea, is Vanea with you? Is it Vanea? Hello, beautiful.
I'm already laughing.
Well, I'm gonna start by saying we call the story the Great Cookout. You were how old? Maybe about 7, 8, 9, 9 or 10. Yeah. And my husband is, well, I won't even say his name. I won't say his name, so he'll be mad. But we decided we wanted to cook out. You love laughter, you get ready to get ready. So we decided we was gonna cook out. So went to the store, we got everything we needed. Good evening, Lori. How you doing? Came out in time for this story too. So look, Vanessa's already laughing, right? So we got everything we needed. You know, we got the hamburger, hot dogs, all the sides, you know, coleslaw, potato salad, potato chips, anything anybody wanted, we got for the cookout. So I made the patties, and I prepared the franks, and my husband was doing the grill. You know, he was like, oh, he had a little grill in the back. So I'm in there getting ready, and it's just going, it's going. So if Renee can stop laughing, I'll let you tell this part.
Okay. So he decided that he was gonna be on the grill, and he was so confident that day. Mommy had got him like a new apron and everything. And so he went out to grill. We're waiting, it's like 20 minutes, nothing's come back. We're waiting another 20 minutes, nothing's come back. We all go outside as a collective. We find out that our dad has burnt everything from top to bottom.
That's not what I found out. That's not what I found out.
What?
I found out when the plate of hamburgers came
back.
out. When they came back. I looked at the hamburgers. What did I say?
You don't need to grill no more, Chris.
No, and I said, what are we supposed to eat?
Yes, we don't know exactly what we're supposed to eat at all at that point.
The hamburgers, and I had made nice patties, right? The hamburgers were about that small.
Charcoal hockey pucks.
But when you broke it open, it was just as pink as Ruth's cheeks.
Oh God.
We couldn't even eat them. We was like, what in the world is this? And his face, y'all. His face.
You heard him.
He's the only one that ate it because he made it. But we literally couldn't even bite it. We was like, I was so mad.
He messed up big time.
You know, when you have your mouth set for something. And we grilled because I wanted to grill. I was like, oh, I hadn't had a grilled hamburger in a long time. I still didn't have it that night. So whenever we say the cookout, we just start laughing. The great cookout. A great cookout that didn't happen. Ooh, them hamburgers was tore up, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Y'all tell a story now.
I have a card story I can share. My dad, I was daddy's girl. Loved my father, but he didn't necessarily read well. He was a businessman, owned his own business for almost 30 years. Um, but he didn't read well, and he didn't read out loud well. But this was probably, it had to either been Father's Day or his birthday. And we gave him a card, and he opened that card, and little tears began to form in the corner of his eye. And he was reading the card and read the card and read the card and got down to the bottom of the card. He said, "Oxa, oxa, oxa." And Lynn and I were like, "Oxa, oxa,
Oxa.
what is it?" X's and O's. We said, he said, no, that means hugs and kisses. He said, "Oh."
I'm not gonna laugh at your daddy.
You're laughing with Andrea. That's all it is. You're laughing with
Yeah, but-
Andrea.
He laughed at himself when
That's
we
funny.
told him what it
That's funny.
was. But he was so sincere when he said it. Oxa, oxa, oxa. So
He was pronouncing the syllables.
That's
Don't
what-
you
that's you like your one word barbecue. We just look at
gosh.
this and go,
That's
oxa, oxa, oxa. Oh, what about you, Ruth? You got a story?
Um, honestly, when we started talking about this, I was like, I got this. I have had 3 kids. I've had, my husband loves to laugh all the time. And then my mind went completely blank. I was just like, wait a minute. I've spent half of my life laughing, and I have no recollection of any particular story. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna share something that always makes me laugh. So, um, I was thinking back because one of the things, having, dealt with depression in the past, one of the things they tell you, when you get in the mood, look for something that will make you laugh, whether it is a show or meme or something. And I use Pinterest primarily for that reason, just,
Okay.
images that I like, and, save stuff that I can go back and look at later. And there is one particular meme that I saved years ago. And it's just anytime I need a good laugh, this is the one I go to. So it is a post. Somebody posted this on Twitter, I believe, and it reads, "I left the toilet seat up yesterday, and at 2 a.m. this morning, it finally happened. To all the women in my life," it's written by a guy, "past and present, I apologize, especially my grandma. I get it now." And then his hashtags read, "My knees hit my chest," hashtag "folded up like a lawn chair," hashtag "scariest moment of 2016," hashtag "I knocked everything off every counter on my way down," hashtag "all my life I had to fight," hashtag "so cold," hashtag "for some reason I yelled, 'Who is in there?' as I was falling," hashtag "thought I was being attacked," hashtag "I was still asleep," hashtag "survivor." So that's my go-to anytime I need to laugh.
Lesson learned.
All my life I had to fight this to me.
He's a survivor.
Was that from The Color Purple? All my life I had to fight hard road.
I can imagine him. He fell into the seat, with the seat up, and you sitting in that toilet. Oh my God. All his life he had to fight.
Oh my goodness, my goodness.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Have you ever done anything Embarrassing. I have done some embarrassing things that have made me made me laugh. Not that they were particularly funny, but I was sorry when I did.
No.
You don't have anything else I can tell you,
Go ahead.
but you gotta promise not to think bad of me when I
Okay.
when
We
I tell
won't.
you what I did. Okay. Thing one had to do
Oh,
with work. I was an administrative secretary at IBM, and my bay mate, I guess you would call her, the secretary that covered me and sat next to me, was blind. She didn't have sight, and we had long conversations about it, you know. And I would ask her. I asked her one time, was she ever able to see? I said, I'm asking because if I described something to you, like if I told you something was cloud blue or sky blue, or if I said something was army green or something like that, would you know, the colors that I was talking about? And she said, yes, she would, because she was not born blind. She had lost her sight over time. She was incredible. She was incredible. And I used to tell people, Kathy is not handicapped. Kathy just can't see.
mhm.
Kathy's bowling average was higher than mine.
Oh,
She would
wow.
go cross country skiing. She had fixed Thanksgiving dinner for like 30 people or something like that. I mean, Kathy, that she did her thing. She did her thing. So I came in one morning, and I came in and the office was just dark. And I got in and she was there and she spoke and everything. And I said, what in the world are you sitting in here in the dark for? She said, because I'm blind. I thought, oh, I'm so sorry. And she and I both, she just fell out laughing. I mean, she was not offended at all. But
It just came right out, right? It just slipped right out. It slipped right out.
because I didn't see her that way. I didn't even consider, you know, because like I said, she was in the same role I was in. She's the same kind of job that I had. And
Wow.
I just turned that corner and I thought, why are you sitting in here in the dark? What in the world? What is
Well,
wrong?
she didn't even know it was dark.
She said, because I'm blind. You know, like, how would I know it's dark?
We don't think bad of you. We don't think bad.
No,
You just forgot for a moment.
look, you know what? Honestly, we would have made that same mistake too.
But
I know I would have.
I was so glad that she was not offended. I mean, she was
Uh-huh.
not offended one bit. And we laughed about it and laughed about it. And one of her managers, whenever he would talk to her, he would talk so loud and he would come over. Good
Really?
morning, Kathy. She
But
said,
she was blind, not deaf.
and that's what she told him one day, Don. I am blind. I am not deaf. Quit screaming at me.
Lord have mercy.
And he just went, okay. Okay.
Well,
Needless to
I'm gonna go on with my next story. My story.
say.
You know how we wanted to talk about and let you know that sometimes you can laugh yourself through your problems,
Yeah.
and laughter really helps to get that emotion out. Well, I'm gonna tell you my math story with my best friend here. Her name is Begala. It's the great math story. Okay. We were both taking math. We were in college. We was working full time, but still going to Central. She was getting her degree in public relations. Public relations, and I was doing psychology. But we had to take math, and we had put off math as long as we could because that calculus is just terrible. So we both took the same class, but we had our final test, and we had to pass in order to pass the class. And so we figured we were going to help each other.
Mm.
And we had booked the conference room. And so we went to the conference room and we had all our papers spread out. We had it, because we knew the problems they were going to ask. So when we had certain ones, we worked it out together. We followed the examples, and whatever she had, I helped her with hers. She helped her with mine. And we went step by step through the problems. When I tell y'all we were working that thing out, we was working it out. And I mean, that conference table was full of papers. And well, we said, okay, we think we did pretty good. Let's hit the button to submit. So we hit the button to submit. And we both got a 65. We failed. We were like, what in the world? I can't, what? I said, Beginner. She said, Victoria, what? We failed the class. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I was just like, all of a sudden, she took her arm and she went from the beginning of the conference table to the end of the conference table and swept all them papers on the floor. And I bust out laughing, and she looked at me laughing, and we laughed so hard we was on the floor a lot. Tears. Every last paper was on the floor, and we just bust out laughing. It was hilarious because we really had done so much to work it out, and we failed. So we had to laugh to not just keep from crying because we had to repeat the class.
Oh,
We laugh about that all the time. I said, what made you sweep the papers on? She said, I was so sick of all them papers. So that's my great math story. But sometimes, see, if you be cheating to see what happens.
wasn't cheating?
You're just receiving assistance.
Okay, all right. I like that.
Oh,
Receiving the little assistance.
Receiving
Well, okay. We just helped each other out a little bit, receiving assistance. It's not that we had the answers, like we weren't giving each other answers. We were really working out the problems. But to do all that we did and fail, it just hurt my feelings. Well, we laughed to keep from crying. So that was that.
seen a movie. Either of you seen a movie that just made you just fall over laughing?
For me, actually, for my household, we stop at this movie every time. The Other Guys with Mark Wahlberg and I
I
can't
haven't
think of his
seen
name.
that.
Oh my gosh, you are in
Let me
for a
write
treat.
down the other guy.
Yeah, The
Yeah.
Other Guys.
Yeah.
Just, from start to finish, it has moments in there that are just funny. They don't make sense. They do make sense. It just, what is his name? He
Oh,
was an elf.
yeah.
Anyway,
I don't think what's the first name in Will. I know who you're talking about, though. I know
yeah.
the actor that
So
you're talking
that is one movie. Every time it is on, it doesn't matter that we've seen it about 400 times. We will watch that movie. Um, it's great. So if you haven't seen it, you should definitely see it.
For me, it's Hangover. Hangover is the Hangover movies.
all
It's
of them. Have you seen all of them?
Yes, I have seen all of them. I just think the one scene that had me really laughing was there's several of them, but when that monkey when the what's his name jumped out the trunk and see when he jumps out the trunk, Lord have mercy. And then when they singing and he's singing this little guitar song, Doug, 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 Dougie, Doug, and all the stuff that happens to them in the course of a couple of days just to get to this wedding, it's just hilarious to me. You're gonna laugh. But you know what? My go-to laugh, if I really want to laugh at something, I'm like Ruth with that meme. I'm with Martin. The episode of Martin when they went to Chilligan's Island. And Martin and Gina was fighting the monster, what Martin thought was a puppy. I will laugh and be in tears like I never saw it before. Every time I watch that, it is hilarious to me, and it's a fake thing. And how they are acting like they're fighting this fake monkey, and little possum or whatever it is, and they're going back and they're And it's just hilarious. It's hilarious. If y'all want something good to laugh at,
That'll
Killer
do it.
2000.
That'll do it. And Ruth, the actor's name is Will Ferrell.
Farrell, yes,
Will
yes.
Ferrell.
Will
Yeah.
Ferrell. Mine is, and there are a lot of movies that make me laugh, but this one in particular, I went to see with my girlfriend, and it's True Lies.
I
Yeah.
love that
Arnold
movie.
Schwarzenegger and
Love
Jamie
that.
Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
there's a scene in there where she is supposed to be so sexy, and she's gonna do
Awkward.
do this whole thing.
You tell her move to the left.
She swings around that pole and misses it. Misses.
She comes right back up. Yes, that is
Let me
funny.
tell you, for the rest of the movie, we could not say anything to each other because I'd lean over to her and get ready to say something, and I'd go and just bust out laughing. I mean, I could not hold it together after that. And she did the same thing. We would just
That
look
is funny.
and just fall out. Even now, if I see that movie's on, I'll
Thank
go to it and fast forward just so that I can see Jamie Lee
That part.
miss
That
that
is,
pole.
that is very funny.
All right, so I have a story on that one. So it reminded me of a story. So we went to visit family down south when my kids were younger, right? So um, you guys know my oldest daughter. She always had, I mean, she just would say the most inappropriate things at the most inappropriate times. So we're sitting there, and she had to be about 8 or 9 at the time, and we're walking through a parking lot. I don't remember where we were going. It might have been a restaurant or something. And she, they're like poles in the parking lot, and she goes to one, kind of twirls around, and then she looks at me and my husband, and we have cousins and family there, and she looks at us and she deadpan says, "Oh, I'm not supposed to dance on those."
Kids will take you there.
Yeah, they will.
Children,
And then back again.
and they take you there.
Yep. Um, yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There are so many things that can give you life on the lighter side. Whenever I hear a baby laugh,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
babies get tickled, and they just, I mean, it is just something that is infectious about a baby's laugh.
Yes.
Or when babies decide that they're going to have a conversation.
Yes.
Oh,
And they're just, you talk back, they'll say something back, and you think, what is going through their little heads, when they're doing this? So you have those moments. You have the inappropriate moments.
Yes.
You have the moments where you think you're not trying to be funny at all, but you step over into that vein,
Yeah.
and you just want to, put your head in the sand like an ostrich, because you think, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I said that. I was on a date one time 125 years ago,
tough.
and I had a dinner ring that I put on this finger,
Mhm.
and I forgot it was there. And my nose began to itch.
Oh.
I took my hand and I thought,
Oh.
I thought I had torn my nose off my face.
Did it bleed?
It hurt so bad. And tears started coming out my eyes. The young man gently patted me I said, it's the smoke. The
Oh,
smoke.
you know,
The smoke got in my eyes. That's the only thing I could do. I was so embarrassed and I hurt so bad. I thought, oh my God, I'm torn my nose apart.
wait. I got one. I got a date story.
Okay.
I had went out on this date with a young man. My sister still watches. She know Maurice. I went out to a date with my friend Maurice. And we had just started to get to know each other. And we went to eat some pizza. And we got extra cheese on the pizza. So I took a bite of the pizza and was chewing it. And a wad of cheese about this circle around got stuck in my throat.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm going, because I didn't want him to know that, I got the cheese stuck. But I kept going, and he said, "You're right." Yes. I said, wait a minute. And he came around there and he was like, I thought I was being so cute until it got to the point where I'm choking. Hold on. Oh, you better say something.
Come help me.
I really felt the air going from me. It was constricting the air. But I went for about 30 seconds.
So you just couldn't take it anymore.
Woo! He said he was beating me on the back and everything. That cheese came out. I was like, not my finest moment.
Yes. I understand.
But he stayed with me anyway for a very long time.
Oh.
We would laugh about it. He was like, "Why'd you say something in the beginning?" I said, "I was trying to be. This is our first date." Well, he saved my life for my first date. Oh, y'all out there, don't do that. Don't do that. If you choking, you better say something quick.
Say something to somebody. Oh,
You're right.
whatever. Oh my goodness. Well, I tell you what, ladies, when we start these things, and Victoria said, "Oh, it won't be a problem." She's absolutely right.
Yep.
Said, "I can't think of a thing, but oh yeah, you can."
Yep.
And that's what we have to remember. We have to remember that everything is not going to pull you down. Everything is not going to meant to make you not going to meant. Everything is not meant to make you spiral and be at a place where you are sad all the time, or you want to quit, or you think you can't do it, or you can't make it. There are moments. God does provide us with moments of life on the lighter side, and we can laugh. The best thing that you can do is be able to laugh at yourself.
Exactly.
Understand that everything is just not that deep. When I began to get older, as I going through my life's journey, that's one thing that I have learned. If I have learned nothing else, it's just not that deep. It's not that deep. We have things that happen to us in our lives that are heavy, that are weighty. There's sickness, there's disease, there's a lot, there's pain, there's loss, there are many things that we cannot do anything about. But somewhere in the midst of all of that, God provides us these little moments and these little snippets of memories and these little things that will keep us in a place where our endorphins are on fleek, things we are high, our faith is where it needs to be, and we are able to do exactly what we did tonight, which was laugh at ourselves, think about the things that have made us laugh, and let you know that, throughout this life's journey, you're going to have some things that appear to be tragedies that really are not. You're going to have some unexpected things that you think you can't get over, but you really can. And in the mix and in between all of that is woven spaces for laughter and spaces for joy and spaces where you can just be able to say, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. It's all turning out for my good. And we just wanted to be able to share that with you tonight. Take a little time and laugh at ourselves, and hopefully allow you to laugh at us, because we don't mind. As you can tell, we do not mind. And God just has a way. He has a way of decreasing our stress and decreasing our pain and
Yep.
decreasing all of those things, and allowing us to rebuild in spaces of joy and peace and all that good stuff. And laughter does that for us. So that's my closing comment for the night. Victoria, do you have a closing comment for tonight?
Well, you said what I was going to say. Learn to laugh at yourself, and laughter has gotten me through some things, and then you look back on some things and you say it really wasn't that deep. It's okay. It really is okay to laugh at yourself and laugh through situations. And I've used laughter many times just to keep from crying. And it works for me. It may not work for everybody, but I just hope that this week makes you laugh at something so hard your cheeks hurt. That's my wish.
That's it. How about you, Ruth?
Well, I was just going to add, I mean, if your mind goes blank like mine, there's plenty of stuff on the internet to laugh about. There are friends to laugh at. There are situations, shows, books, whatever. There's plenty to laugh at. So life is, like you said, it can be bleak, but it can be funny as well. And there's something out there. You just got to look for it.
That's it. That's it. And that's it for us for the night. We thank you for joining us. We thank you for spending this last 45 minutes with us and with Life on the Lighter Side. And we'll probably do this again at some point in time, because the more I think about it, the more things I think about.
Right.
That have put me at a place where I have laughed until I cried. So I thank you all. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you all who are in podcast country and YouTube country who join us on a regular basis. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you who are in other countries who come by and see us on Sunday evenings. We have a replay of this show on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. right here on ALH Broadcasting. So you can be sure to check us out again if you just feel the need to laugh a little bit more and think, well, what was that story she told? And you can go back and listen at that time. Like Victoria said, make it a great week. You can make it a great week. Find something to make that makes you laugh and makes you feel good. And we will be right back here. We're coming back next week. Yes, ladies, next
week. Well, yep.
7 p.m. right here. Come on back and join us. You never know. You never ever know what's going to happen on Authors Up. It may be some unexpected laughter. Who can tell? We never know. We never know.
With us, right?
That's it. But join us next week. We'll be right back here, and we'll be more than happy to welcome you and have you with us. So that's it for tonight. And hey, this is the best place to be on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. See you next week, everybody. Good night, ladies.
Good night. Good night, Bronze Girl.